Welcome to the UC Riverside Student Recreation Center as Long Beach State women's volleyball hits the road. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. The Beach have won 8 in a row, including their first 4 games of Big West play. They enter tonight in a 2-way tie for first place alongside UC Davis. Natalie Regan's squad took down a quality UC Santa Barbara and Cal Poly team at home last weekend to keep their streak alive. Freshman outside hitter Logan King was a force on the Beach attack last weekend. She had a 14-kill double-double against the Gauchos and then dropped a new career high, 21 kills on the Mustangs. King won Big West Offensive Player of the Week and Big West Freshman of the Week for her efforts. The Highlanders enter tonight at 1-3 in Big West play, but they won their last time out. UCR swept Cal State Fullerton in this building last Saturday, totaling 9 aces and a .313 hitting percentage as a team. Head coach Brendan Higa will look to keep things rolling and pull off a Big West upset tonight. JayDe, Long Beach is 4-0 in conference for the first time since 2014.
Well, Bruce, there's no such thing as an easy win in the Big West, but Long Beach State are now off to their best start, as you said, in over a decade to start conference play, entering another favorable matchup against the Highlanders. Across these 8 games, Long Beach has done the little things right and stood tall in the face of adversity. Everyone on this team has stepped up when called upon, and everywhere you look on the Big West leaderboards, Long Beach is leading the way. Against a Riverside team that just produced their best serving and one of their best hitting performances of the season against Fullerton, expect the Long Beach block and serve receive, both the best in the Big West, to come up big today. Defensively, Riverside libero Jessica Dean will hope to slow down Logan King and Elisa Gee, who are both coming off those double-digit kill performances against Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. On the road with a chance to lead the conference with a win tonight, Bruce, Long Beach State will certainly like their chances.
It was a huge weekend at the Pyramid last weekend for Long Beach State. As we already said, they took down UC Santa Barbara on Friday night and then Cal Poly on Saturday. Both the Gauchos and the Mustangs are teams that have garnered votes in the national polls, but Long Beach was able to beat both of them at home and remain unbeaten. It's 8 straight wins for Long Beach State coming in tonight. They're 11-4 overall, 4-0 in Big West play. For UC Riverside, they're 5-9 overall this season, 1-3 in Big West play. And as we said, they won their last time out against Fullerton. That broke a 3-game losing streak for Brandon Higa and the Highlanders. Higa's in his first year at the helm for UC Riverside, technically the interim head coach for the Highlanders. Natalie Regan for Long Beach State was the interim head coach last year, but now Regan took over as the full-time head coach. She's now 30-15 in her career at the helm, and Long Beach is looking like a real good program moving forward.
And Long Beach so far this season, Bruce, is defying expectations. This is the team that was picked to finish 5th in the Big West preseason coaches poll, and now they're among the best of the best. Tonight, UC Davis is also in action. Both those teams undefeated, facing up a matchup next time out. Long Beach State with a win tonight could go top. As for the Highlanders, they're hovering near the bottom of the Big West. This is where they were expected to be, picked to finish 11th out of 11 teams in the Big West preseason poll in Coach Brandon Higa's first season. So both these teams either exceeding or living up to their expectations so far.
UC Riverside in a tie for 8th place in the conference at 1-3 entering tonight. Still a long way to go in the conference schedule. This is the first time of 2 matchups between these 2 schools this year. They'll play at the Pyramid on November 13th. That's just a couple of weeks before the Big West Championships get underway there in Long Beach. But it's UCR playing at home here tonight at the UC Riverside Student Recreation Center, right in the heart of the UC Riverside campus. UCR hasn't beaten Long Beach in a home match for the Highlanders since 2011, so they're going to look to turn things around here. But the last time these 2 teams did face off at the end of last year in Long Beach, it was Riverside that prevailed in a 5-set match.
What a 5-set thriller that was, and there's a few big names who are missing from both those teams that faced each other last season. It was Trinity Sheridan, now at West Virginia, who led the Highlanders with 31 kills across 5 sets, and for Long Beach State, Zayna Meyer, now at UCLA as their #1 setter, had 52 assists in that one. Both these teams with new looks, new lineups heading into 2025.
UC Riverside made 7 transfer portal additions to their roster, and for Long Beach it was 12 newcomers, 4 transfers, 6 true freshmen, and 2 redshirt freshmen that came onto the roster. Logan King is one of those redshirt freshmen who has really stood out this year, coming off of a Big West Offensive Player and Freshman of the Week selection. It's Long Beach in all black uniforms with slate gold on the accents, cursive Long Beach across the chest, and on their names on the back of the jerseys. For UC Riverside, they're in gold top and blue bottoms. The UC Riverside libero in all blue. The liberos for Long Beach State in the slate gold tops and black bottoms. It's a meager crowd here at the UC Riverside Student Recreation Center, especially compared to the Walter Pyramid, but Long Beach will look to carry their energy in. It's a very high energy group over on that bench for Natalie Regan.
Yeah, Long Beach always brings the party, and how about this, Bruce? We're on the road. We've made the trip to watch some Long Beach State women's volleyball on the verge of a bit of history. We know we're in for a good one no matter how many people are in the gym.
Can say the last time that Long Beach State won this many matches in a row was back in 2014 to open conference play. They're 4-0. The last time Long Beach did that in that 2014 season, the Beach ended up going undefeated in league play at 16-0, and they advanced to the NCAA tournament for the 27th time in program history. This Long Beach State program has not been back to the tourney ever since that 2014 season, so good things to start this fall, but a long way to go. They'll look to extend their Big West winning streak to 5 here in Riverside tonight. It's UC Riverside taking the first serve of the match. Back behind the service line is Sophia Iwalefo, former transfer from New Orleans in her second year as a Highlander. Iwalefo tosses it up and hits it across. Touch from Hammaker. Maxwell underneath right at the net. Back set. Logan King tips it across with the offhand, and it's in right along the right side. A right side attack for Logan King gets her first kill, and the Beach are ahead 1-0.
Yeah, and it's clear the Highlanders have done their homework. That first serve goes right to Sydney Hammaker, who's been targeted more than anybody else on this Long Beach team in serve receive over the past 2 games.
Nobody there at the net to stop Logan King, though. She's got her first kills coming off a 21-kill match. Anna Jelinek serves now. UCR on the attack. They go over to the right side, and it's a roof. Sydney Hammaker sends back the attack from Nikki Hughes. Hammaker right at the net in front of the right pin from the UCR perspective with an early block, and the Beach are ahead 2-0.
That's another part of Sydney Hammaker's game that's improved as the season gone on, standing just 6'1". She can really get up.
Anna Jelinek, the true freshman, serves again, this time digging it out. It's Badus. They go right back to the outside. Tipping it across this time is Hughes, but the whistle blows, and she broke the plane right as she tried to tip that one over. The set from McKenna Tong was a little close to the pin there, so Hughes cannot get the attack to go, and Long Beach is ahead 3-0.
Yeah, just consistent serves, forcing the Highlanders to make mistakes. Good 3-0 lead here in the first set.
Jelinek serves again, rocking the libero shirt and the number 0. Received from Bettis. Now they go from the back row for Iwalefo, but it's dug out by Jelinek. Bump set from Maxwell. King, left-handed shot, dug out back row by Iwalefo. And now another block for Long Beach State. They set over to Badus on a left side attack for Riverside, and Logan King sends it right back. Nico Thomas also in the area. Long Beach has played physical at the net this year, second in the Big West at 2.5 blocks per set. And they've got a couple here early. 4-0 Long Beach to start the match. They serve to Badus again. Now they go right back to her. Left side attack blocked by King, but kept up in the air. Badus second chance. Double block. She gets it through, and it lands on the Long Beach side. The attack went power angle and tipped the net on its way across. Long Beach can't get a piece, and it lands on the right side of the floor. So Mackenzie Badus gets UC Riverside their first point.
And that's the height mismatch we're going to see all night long. Badus stands 5'11". Logan King 6'2". Badus says, if I can't go through you, I'll go around you.
Serving now is Bowyer. An overpass, and immediately taking care of it is Mackenzie Badus. Long Beach cannot receive the serve well that time in the back row. The ball floats right back across the net, and Badus has a kill. Serving is Jessica Dean. Was that last time as well. Dean, the libero for UC Riverside. Senior hits it across. Hammaker with an errant serve receive. Long Beach able to keep it up in the air, and they free ball it over from Agee. Dean first touch. They go to the middle, and the attack goes out of bounds off the hands of Layla Hooks, the Mission Viejo native, attacking from the middle for UCR. Can't keep it in. Tried to go for the right side, but it's an attacking error, and the Beach are ahead 5-2.
Talk about serving. It was Layla Hooks who had 4 aces, a career high of hers against Fullerton last time out.
Logan King serves here. Left-handed swinger. Gets it over. Received from Iwalefo. Now they go to the right side. It's Hughes who attacks. It gets blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Hughes got the tip at the net there. Hammaker got another piece of it, but couldn't keep it in bounds on the block. So kill goes to Nikki Hughes. It's now 5-3.
Long Beach State is reading everything at the net here early on, leading 5-3, but getting hands to every ball that goes over the net, making it a nightmare up at the net for UC Riverside.
Small crowd here in the building tonight. Rachel Schwartz serves. Received by Agee. They go to the middle. Nico Thomas slide play tip, but they keep it up in the air. Dean pass. Now they go to the right side, and it'll be a kill. A tip at the net before it goes out of bounds, and the attack from Andrea Brewer, her first action of the night, goes for a kill. Beach still ahead 5-4.
That time Maddie Maxwell, Nico Thomas rotated over in time, but just a smart attacking play going high hands from Hughes.
Schwartz serving again. McGee pass from the back row. Maxwell, they run the slide play again. Thomas tips it over and down. Got a tip right at the net from Layla Hooks, and then it hits the ground on the right side of the floor. Nico Thomas with her first kill. The middle blocker transfer from Abilene Christian is on the board, and the Beach are ahead 6-4.
We've seen Nico Thomas run the slide play now a few different times, that time whipping out a crafty shot to get the point. Beach up 6-4.
Hammaker serves here, controlled back row by Iwalefo. Now second touch dunk, and they cannot get it over. Awkward system there from UC Riverside. Rachel Schwartz tried to push it across but could not. So Sydney Hammaker will head back behind the service line with the Beach ahead 7-4. Beach ahead by 3 early on in set 1. Hammaker serves again, controlled by Iwalefo. They shove out to the left side. Attack from Brewer is down and in. A cross-court shot over towards the back right corner. Attacking from the left side. Brewer has her second kill, and Riverside, is within 2.
Really good kill that time from Boyer. Just able to split the back row. Still keep this first set close and competitive. Beach up 7-5.
Mackenzie Badus serves. She puts it over. Hammaker pass. Maxwell with a bump set over towards the left pin. Agee powers it over, but it's roofed over on that right side. It's Andrea Brewer with another nice play. The 5'8" outside hitter got way up above the net there to deny the attack from Elisa Gee.
Andrea Brewer, she's a crafty attacker as well, Bruce, but showing off the blocking prowess right there on Elisa Gee. Returns it straight to sender. Riverside trails 6-7.
Impressive play from Brewer. And now the serve is out of bounds. Mackenzie Bettis can't keep that one in. Tried to go for the right side, but Agee lets it fly out of bounds. So Long Beach is ahead 8-6, and now they'll make a sub for service. Tatum Hoff, the redshirt junior, comes in for the first time tonight. Hoff has 5 aces in her last 4 games, a 4-game ace streak to open conference play. Hoff tosses it up and hits it over just above the tape. It's controlled in the back row. They wind up having to free ball it over, though, for Riverside. Hoff, Maxwell, back set. Sheffy runs the slide play. It's tipped over, but UCR digs it out. Now a back row attack from Bettis. A tip, and it lands. The kill will go to Mackenzie Bettis, the true freshman. Picks it up there and gets Riverside within 1.
Yeah, Tatum Hoff has gone on a few runs in these past few games from behind the service line. She's got a deadly float serve. Gets it into a good area once again. Riverside, though, able to keep it in system. Attack from the back row. Still only trailing by 1.
Layla Hooks serving here. Pass from Jelinek is errant. Agee takes the second touch, puts it up to a joust. Maxwell pushes it over, but UCR keeps it up. Now a Riverside attack from the left side. Will go for a kill. Sophia Iwalefo picks it up. Anna Jelinek dove to her left and tried to keep it up in the air, but it deflects over into the scorer's table. So Sophia Iwalefo, the senior, has a kill, and we're all tied at 8.
Iwalefo, she leads this team in kills so far this season. Picks up another one. These are smart shots from UC Riverside. They're not testing the block too much.
First kill of the night for Iwalefo. Now Jelinek, an errant pass and serve receive, and Long Beach with a miscommunication was right over in front of their bench. Logan King was looking at Sydney Hammaker, and Hammaker looked right back, so nobody went to get it. That's an ace for UC Riverside, and now Long Beach is going to call timeout.
Yeah, uncharacteristic. Chasing it towards the back row was Logan King, and then she laid off thinking it wasn't her ball. A rare error for Long Beach State, and UC Riverside takes their first lead of set number 1. Smart timeout from Coach Regan. Needs to reorganize this squad. The Student Recreation Center, not an easy place to play. Highlanders so far making it their home.
Layla Hooks had 4 aces on Saturday against Fullerton. Picks up her first in set 1 right there. So Riverside's ahead 9-8 as we hit the timeout here on 22 West Radio. Nine to 8, UC Riverside to open set number 1. It's Long Beach on the road to face them in Big West Conference play. Back behind the service line is Layla Hooks coming off her first ace of the match. It's Riverside ahead 9 to 8 to open set 1. Hooks serves again. Now Jelinek with a dig in the back row. Maxwell underneath, sets over to the left side. Agee, a tip, and it lands, but it caught the antenna there as it went across. Elise Agee with an attacking error, and Riverside's ahead by 2.
Elise Agee came off of a 14-kill performance against Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. She was set 42 times, only hit 143 though, putting up big numbers, but she's had her struggles at times. That time, can't get it around the antenna. Riverside's opened up a 2-point lead at 10-8.
Long Beach makes a sub here, going to the 6-2. It's Maddie Collins coming in for Logan King. Hooks serves again. This time it's a pass from the back row from Hammaker. Goes right up to the net, and Long Beach breaks the plane. So the Beach are struggling in serve receive here. It was another overpass from Hammaker that time, and Maddie Collins could not go up and control it. Collins only 5'6", so doesn't have the ability to elevate and use that one-handed set like Maddie Maxwell can. So it's 11-8 UC Riverside ahead on a bit of a run here in set number 1. 3-point lead for the Highlanders. Another serve. Jelinek controls it this time. Collins, a long way to go. A bump serve, and Long Beach has to roll shot from Elise Agee. Hooks first touch. They go to the left side, but out of rhythm there. They have to free ball it over. Jelinek underneath. Bump set goes to Maddie Maxwell. Her attack, though, out of bounds. Attacking from the right side. Maxwell went for the back line on a cross-court shot and could not find it. So the Beach are all kinds of out of rhythm right now. Riverside ahead 12-8.
Yeah, Elise Agee taking a moment to tie her shoe right now in the center of the court. Annabelle Kotsakov's going to sub in for Sydney Hammaker as well. Another serve-receive change. The 6-2 formation with Maddie Collins and Maddie Maxwell allows Maddie Maxwell to move into the outside hitter position. We'll see with this rotated serve-receive how well Long Beach can get this next serve. They just need to get in rhythm. This is a very good serve-receiving team. But right now they're down 4. Need some kind of climb back.
Natalie Regan looking to stop the bleeding here. Hooks serves again and hits it into the net. So UC Riverside does a favor to Long Beach as they struggle in serve-receive. Hooks with a service error gets Long Beach back within 3.
It'll be Maddie Maxwell going back to serve now. Another really good server on this Long Beach State team. Maddie Collins will sub out. Izzy Mahaffey, the libero. Some more changes coming in and out here, Bruce, in set number 1.
Logan King back in as well as Collins heads to the bench. So back in the regular one-setter lineup for Maxwell, who's serving now. Pass from Iwilefo in the back row is an overpass, and Elise Agee puts it down. Looked like it was a joust right at the net between Agee and Rachel Schwartz, and some of it, I think Schwartz caught a piece of the net as she went up. So the whistle blew immediately. Long Beach wins back-to-back points. It's 12-10 Riverside here in set 1. Maddie Maxwell, 2-time Big West Setter of the Week this year, serves again. Pass from Iwilefo in the back row, ranging underneath. Schwartz sets up Iwilefo, but it's blocked. Goes right back across the net. Agee with another attack, but it's dug out by Riverside. Here's a roll shot from the 10-foot line from Riverside. Maxwell shoves over to Agee. It's dug out back row by Bettis, and then they have the kill. UC Riverside off a dig in the back row from Bettis, put it right up into the middle blocker spot, and it was Hooks who just pushed it across and winds up with a kill. Long Beach was not expecting it to go across on 2 that time. It was actually Iwilefo who put it across there right in the middle. She's got a kill, and Riverside's ahead by 3 as Long Beach scrambles a bit here in set 1.
This is what doesn't show up on the stat sheet, Bruce. Riverside is scrappy.
Tong serves, Jelinek pass, Maxwell underneath, sets up King from the right side. Logan King puts it down. When the well goes dry for Long Beach State, they turn to Logan King, and she tends to come through. She does right there as Maxwell sets up King on a right side attack, and Long Beach is back within 2.
Another change made here for Long Beach State. In comes Sydney Hammaker for some more offensive firepower. Out goes Annabelle Kotsakov.
And Lisa Gee serves for Long Beach State. She hits it across, controlled by Bettis. They go to the left side. Iwilefo gets blocked, and it's in. Logan King and Rianne Sheffy right at the net. Send back the left side attack for UC Riverside. Rianne Sheffy has not played all the time this year, but still came in 7th in the Big West in blocks. She picks one up there. Long Beach is only trailing by 1.
3 blocks against Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. They all came at big times.
Agee serve. UCR on the attack. They go over to the right side, tipping it across as Hughes, but a pancake from Mahaffey. Roll shot from Agee, dug out by Bettis. Now they go over to the right side. Hughes again. It's tipped way up in the air and out of bounds. Nikki Hughes with a kill. Powered it right off the Long Beach blockers. Looked like it was Hammaker that got a tip that time as it deflects out of bounds. Hughes with a kill, and Riverside is ahead by 2.
Riverside just playing scrappy defense. Like we said, it doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Not really something you can measure, but the grittiness of this Riverside team has kept them in games all year long. We saw it a lot a few weeks ago against Hawaii. They played a very beat-up Hawaii team, Bruce, but still hung tough, diving all over the floor, showing it off once again here in set number 1. The trickery going off, too, when they're in system, able to pull off some crafty shots around the block. They're holding on to a 14-12 lead right now, and Long Beach are still looking for answers.
Wet spot getting wiped up in the front left corner on Long Beach's side. Now that's handled. Riverside ahead 14-12 here in set one. Long Beach looking to come back. Serving is Sophia Iwalefo, controlled by Jelinek. Maxwell goes quick to the middle for Sheffy, who tips it over. Riverside miraculously gets it back across on a free ball, though. Jelinek's second touch goes to Maxwell. Left side attack. Powered it off the blockers and out of bounds. At the net there was Nikki Hughes for Riverside, but she couldn't get a strong enough piece to send it back. Big swing that time for the true freshman, Sydney Hamaker, and she's got a kill.
Sydney Hamaker, sometimes she goes all gas, no brakes, and that's not something you want to be in front of. Sees two blockers in her face, decides to go straight off their hands and straight down.
Anna Jelinek serves now for Long Beach State, controlled by Dean. They set over to the right side for Hughes. It's blocked. Riverside keeps it up in the air, though. They're able to free ball it over from Jeffrey. Jelinek, Maxwell, back set, goes to King, who powers it down onto the floor. Logan King attacking from the right side again with another kill. Logan King, the redshirt freshman, coming off an Offensive Player of the Week selection in the Big West, has tied things up at 14.
That's Logan King's third kill. And like you said, Bruce, when the well runs dry, that's who they're going to turn to tonight.
All tied at 14 in set one. Jelinek serves, touch from Bettis. They go right back to Bettis, left side, blocked by Long Beach, but it's out of bounds. That one was floating down towards the line. Logan King and Nico Thomas there on a double block, but they immediately gesture over towards Natalie Regan, who will be challenging this one. It landed right in front of King and Thomas, just on the UCR side of the floor. The ruling is that it landed out of bounds, but Long Beach will be challenging this one.
Yeah, absolutely, as they should, Bruce. A very tight call, and this could be a big swing. About halfway through set number one, Long Beach State, when they have been able to get two blockers up above the net, UC Riverside hasn't always been able to find a way around or over them. This should be a fairly quick review as well. I'm going to wager with you here. Say it's in.
I think so. It was real close to our vantage point here on the, I guess, near side of the floor for us, JD. But that was a close play there. Long Beach is going to challenge. I couldn't tell for sure whether it was on the line. Looked close, but Logan King was even closer than I was, and she immediately looked like that she thought it caught the line. So Natalie Regan pulls out the challenge card here. It's 15-14 Riverside as the scoreboard currently stands. We step away for a review here on 22 West Radio. Call is in, and it's a successful challenge for Long Beach State. Natalie Regan pulls out the cupped C on her hand at a good time. Long Beach calls for a review and gets an overturn. It's now 15-14 Long Beach State as they retain the serve. It's the true freshman out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Anna Jelinek back behind the line. A quick wet spot getting wiped up on the UCR side of the floor that seemed to appear during the challenge break. Now that's all set.
For anyone keeping score at home, Bruce, we are now 3-0 in conference play when it comes to challenges. We're on a roll.
There you go.
Long Beach looking for a spark here, too.
15-14 Long Beach in set one. It's Anna Jelinek serving again, controlled by Bettis. Set from Tong goes right back to Bettis, who tips it over, but it's dug out by Maxwell. Jelinek bump set, goes to Sydney Hamaker. Left side tip at the net. Still up on a tip from Tong. Now on the back row, they'll have to free ball it over. King. Maxwell goes quick to the middle for Thomas, who tips it. Dean with a dig. UCR scrambling, and they can get it back across. Agee lifts it over to Maxwell. Now King, right side is a kill. A tip at the net. It landed out of bounds, but King got a tip before it landed. So Logan King picks up a kill on a long rally. UCR was just trying to stay alive.
And UCR with some incredible digs during that rally as well. Just couldn't lay off the hard hit ball from King straight down the line. Long Beach up 16-14.
Anna Jelinek serves again for Long Beach State. Tip from Bedus. They set to the middle this time, shoving it across as Jeffrey, but it's dug out by King. Now an attack from Hamaker. She barely left the ground as she got it across the net. Hughes right side attack. Tip at the net, dug out by Maxwell. Jelinek bump set goes to the right side. Logan King attacking, and it's in again. Logan King has the hot hand here in set number 1 as Long Beach moves ahead 17-14.
That time, Logan King had the whole floor at her disposal. UC Riverside didn't know whether to cover the antenna for the pin set or to go cross court and cut off her angle. Logan King now up to 5 kills. When there's no blockers at the net, she's not going to make a mistake.
Logan King coming off of a couple of words in Big West play from the last weekend. 21 kills her last time out, set a new career high, and she's got a hot start to this one as she sends UC Riverside into a timeout. Long Beach has trailed for much of this first set, but has managed to make a comeback. Now 17-14, Long Beach ahead. Highlanders call timeout here on 22 West Radio. UC Riverside calls timeout here in set 1. Long Beach hitting just 150 so far in this first set. This is a Beach squad that is second in the Big West, hitting 247 on the year. So UCR has been able to shut down the Long Beach attack to some degree, but it's still the Beach with a 3-point lead. Anna Jelinek serving coming out of the timeout. She puts it across. Bedus with a pass underneath is Tong. She ranges over to the back row for Iwilefo. Tip goes right back across, and then they deposit it back to Long Beach. The left side attack for Hammaker. Tip, and it's in. Sydney Hammaker has another kill. She's started to find her rhythm here in set 1, and Long Beach is ahead 18-14.
Sydney Hammaker had 5 straight games with 10 or more kills coming into that matchup against Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. She could only muster 9 on a very frustrating night. Looking to get back into the double digits tonight, already off to a hot start. Long Beach up 18-14.
2 kills for Hammaker here in set 1. Here's Dean with the pass. Tong shoves over to the left side, and the kill will go to Mia Delahousie. Delahousie subs in for UC Riverside and immediately gets involved. She's 18th in the Big West coming into tonight with 114 kills. That's her 115th there. So it's 18-15 Long Beach. Jessica Dean to serve for Riverside. The senior had 9 digs on Saturday against Fullerton as she lifts it over. Jelinek with a pass. Maxwell bump set in the back row. Goes to Hammaker. Roll shot dug out by Dean. Tong underneath. Goes to the left side, a tip on the attack from Delahousie, but Long Beach digs it out. Maxwell goes back to Hammaker, and Hammaker brings it down. Another left side attack. Sydney Hammaker with her 3rd kill of this first set puts Long Beach ahead 19-15.
Yeah, Sydney Hammaker playing with a bit of frustration on her face. A pretty muted celebration after another big swing. Tell she's all business right now as Long Beach looks to pull away late here in set 1, up 19-15.
A much different scene here in Riverside compared to the energy of the Pyramid. Long Beach trying to win set 1 anyway as Tong dunks it across on the second touch for UC Riverside. Long Beach was not ready for that one. McKenna Tong only stands 5'6", but the UCR setter picks up a kill with some deception.
Everywhere you look on this Riverside team, every stat category you search for, McKenna Tong is going to show up. She's aggressive. She's asked to do a lot in the setter's position. A great server as well. She can put this Riverside team on her back if necessary.
Rachel Schwartz serves here. Hammaker pass. Maxwell bump set goes right back to Hammaker. It's blocked but kept up in the air by Agee. Now Jelinek second touch. Hammaker again attacking. One arm dig from Iwilefo. Here's the attack from the left side. A tip, but Long Beach keeps it up in the air. Maxwell puts it over to Agee, who has to free ball it across. Dean's second touch puts it pretty much out of bounds. Still getting the attack, though, is Delahousie, and she gets denied. Long Beach with a block right at the net. Nico Thomas, I believe it was Maddie Maxwell in the area as well. Long Beach with a big double block there as Delahousie was falling out of bounds trying to get the attack across.
Fading away off one leg, never going to get it over the Long Beach State double block.
Easy read for the Beach defense at the net as Hammaker serves, booms it across, but Dean controls it in the back row. They set over to the left side. A tip on the attack from Brewer. Hamaker keeps it up. Maxwell to the ground on a set to Agee, who tips it over and down. Elise Agee with a veteran move there, and a great set from Maddie Maxwell. Had to go down onto the ground as she got underneath it. Gets to Elise Agee, and the senior comes through with a kill. UCR will call another timeout with the Beach ahead 21-16.
Incredible work from Maddie Maxwell. That's why she's leading the Big West in in assists and assists per set. Goes up for the double block. The pass from the back row goes to the other side of the court. Pops up like it's no big deal. Chases the ball down. An inch-perfect set to Elise Agee, who is also starting to find her stride. Long Beach working in rhythm, working in system. Up 21-16.
Elise Agee's first kill of the match sends UCR into another timeout. It's 21-16 Long Beach here on 22 West Radio. UC Riverside calls another timeout here midway through set number 1. It's Long Beach ahead 21-16, trying to close this thing out. Sydney Hamaker, the true freshman, back behind the service line. She gives a high toss, waits for it to come down, and then booms it across. Ewan Leffa with a pass in the back row. They go over to an attack from Brewer, but it's blocked by the Beach. Second chance. Della Husi from the right side, dug out by King. Maxwell shoves it over to Agee. Power angle. She powers it down. Dean cannot get underneath it in time. Elise Agee with her second consecutive kill. And the Beach are ahead 22-16.
Elise Agee, no disguise in that shot. Goes power angle inside the 10-foot line. Long Beach out to their biggest lead of this first set.
Back-to-back points on kills from Agee. Hamaker tips the tape on its way across, but Iwalefo controls it. Attack from Brewer. Power angle dug out by Mahaffey. Maxwell sets over to Thomas, who dunks it over, and it's a kill. Nico Thomas pulls out a changeup across the net, went straight for that front right corner, and nobody was home for UCR. A nice read from Thomas to find the empty spot in the defense, and now Long Beach is ahead 23-16.
Nico Thomas has pulled out a few nifty moves in this first set. That's probably the cleanest of them all.
Hamaker serves again and puts it into the net this time. A service error for the true freshman Hamaker. It's 23-17. Serving now is Delahoussi. She powers it over. Hamaker with a pass. Maxwell underneath. So over to Agee. Left side attack. Elise Agee brings out the dink move again. A change up across the net from Agee in the front left corner this time, and UCR cannot get there. And that makes it set point for Long Beach State, 24-17. The Beach 1 point away from wrapping up this first set as Tatum Hoff subs back in, looking to end it.
Tatum Hoff looking to keep that ace streak alive as well. What a time it would be to get one to close out set 1.
4 consecutive aces in 4 consecutive games for Hoff as she serves it across. Set point for Long Beach State. Attack from the left side from Iwalefo, dug out by Hamaker. Maxwell underneath, sets over. Logan King powers up, swings, and it's down. Logan King, the reigning Big West Offensive Player of the Week, puts an end to set number 1, 25-17. Long Beach perseveres through what was not their best set of the year, but they still come away with the set 1 victory. 25-17, Beach win the first set.
Yeah, without too much fanfare, Logan King racks up 6 kills in that first set, including the set ender. It wasn't pretty to start. Long Beach has to contest with this awkward environment here at the Student Recreation Center, but somehow, some way, they find a way to get in system, get in rhythm, and get the job done. We head to set 2, Long Beach up 1-0.
6 kills for Logan King in set number 1, coming off a match where she set a new career high with 21. Logan King, another hot start tonight, and the Beach wins set 1. We'll take a quick break before set 2 gets underway here on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State takes set 1 at UC Riverside. Bruce Kuntz, JayDe Beaudry here on the road with 22 West Radio. It's the Beach having won 4 consecutive matches in Big West play coming in. So riding an 8-game total winning streak and having won all 4 conference matches so far this year. The Beach were not quite themselves in set 1, JD, but they were behind through a lot of the first part of it, managed to make a comeback, got back closer to their regular game by the end.
Yeah, absolutely, Bruce. They hit 333 in that first set. They began hitting the negatives for those first 10 points. Really uncharacteristic, having to contest with a really dead gym here at the Student Recreation Center. Not too many people in attendance. This is an awkward environment, more of a practice environment. Long Beach able to snap out of it, though, about halfway through set number 1. Flip that switch on. We're starting to see the Long Beach that we've seen over these past few weeks, bringing energy on the bench, making this place their home, something they're so good at this season. The score now once again 0-0 as we're set to tip off set 2.
Lisa Gee serving to begin set number 2. It's controlled in the back row by Delahousie. They set over to the left side for Brewer. Tried to wipe off the block, but King kept it up in the air momentarily before it lands back behind the official on the ladder. Maddie Maxwell with a smile on her face as she tried to scramble but couldn't keep that one up in the air. So it's a kill that time to start the second set for Andrea Brewer. Riverside ahead 1-0.
Andrea Brewer, we mentioned she's a crafty attacker. That time elects to go off high hands. Doesn't always need to go for power. She's an undersized attacker at that. She's going to be shifty, one to watch throughout this set.
Sophia Iwalefo serves. Jelinek controls back row. Maxwell sets to the middle. Rianne Sheffy, big swing. She powered it off the face of McKenna Tong and out of bounds into the Riverside bench. Rianne Sheffy starts set number 2 on the floor and picks up an early kill.
Rianne Sheffy out here headhunting. Goes straight to the back row and straight down. Nothing Riverside could do about that. No miraculous dig that time. All tied up at 1 apiece here early on.
Sheffy in the top 15 in the Big West in hitting percentage. Anna Jelinek serves here. Riverside on the attack. They go to the left side for Delahousie, but she rolls it out of bounds. Wasn't quite in rhythm there. Didn't get off the ground and could not find the back line on her attack. So an attacking error for Riverside makes it 2-1 Long Beach.
Yeah, Long Beach still getting a double block every single time Riverside is on the attack. It's starting to cause the Highlanders some problems. They're starting to second guess themselves. This is where Long Beach can start to stack some points.
Anna Jelinek serving for Long Beach State once again. The true freshman has really come into her own to begin this season. Controlled by Ewelefo. Now a left side attack. They go power angle from Delahousie, but Jelinek digs it out. Hammaker a left side attack this time, dug out Ewelefo. Now right side, they go to Brewer. Maxwell digs it out, but it comes over right in front of us and hits the scorer's table. So it's a kill for Andrea Brewer, her second of set 2. We're all tied at 2. Deuces wild here at the Riverside SRC.
Andrea Brewer coming off a 6-kill, 1-block performance against Fullerton as part of that well-paced offensive performance that saw the Titans go down in 3.
Jessica Dean booms it over, but Agee controls in the back row. Maxwell sets over to the right side for King. It's blocked! King had to use the offhand to try and push it across, and instead it's Mia Delahousie right alongside the middle blocker, Layla Hooks, who rotated over there. A double block for UCR turns into a roof, and Riverside's ahead 3-2. Jessica Dean serves again, the senior libero. A firm serve, but Jelinek with a pass in the back row. King right side attack, another double block denied. Agee tried to keep it up in the air, but then inadvertently screened her teammate. Maddie Maxwell couldn't get there as she was trying to fight past Agee. The ball lands right in the back row of Long Beach, and it's another kill, or another roof, excuse me, for Riverside.
Yeah, uncharacteristic error that time, once again from Elise Agee and Maddie Maxwell. Usually they're on the same page. Like you said, Bruce, Agee just could not get out of the way in the back row.
4-2 UCR. Dean right across the tape. Jelinek with a pass as she went to the ground. Right side, Logan King gets it through this time, but it's out of bounds. Logan King with a big swing there, and Riverside did not get their blockers up as quick that time. It was a pump fake on the music in the arena there. 5-2 Riverside. They've won 3 consecutive points.
They almost brought the little John out of me, Bruce.
Jessica Dean serves again. King controls it. Agee goes to the left side this time for Hammaker. Trying to wipe off the block, but it's another roof. The double block that time, Andrea Brewer alongside Layla Hooks. Another roof for UCR as Long Beach is not on the same page here to begin set 2. Natalie Regan will call timeout.
Yeah, Riverside not a great blocking team. They're not within the top 5 of the Big West, but they're causing Long Beach State some serious problems here early on in set number 2. We saw it in set 1. Long Beach did not get off to the best start. Looks like they're starting slow once again. They need to pick up the energy, need to get back in system. There's some uncharacteristic errors we're seeing. Players who usually don't make these kinds of mistakes, hitting into blocks, running into each other, are unable to get their minds right to start set number 2, and they find themselves down 4, Bruce.
UC Riverside already with 4 total blocks in the match. 3 total blocks in set 2. This is a Highlanders team that's last in the Big West, averaging 1.4 blocks per set this year. So Natalie Regan will look to get her attack back on the same page during this timeout. It's 6-2 Riverside to begin the second set here on 22 West Radio. Set 2, Long Beach State trailing UC Riverside by 4. It's 6-2 Riverside to get this second set underway. Long Beach already ahead 1-0. Jessica Dean serves coming out of the Long Beach timeout, and she hits it out of bounds, too strong on the serve. So a 4 consecutive point scoring run for the Highlanders is broken by a service error. Long Beach back within 3.
Yeah, the timeout works as intended, and now it's up to Long Beach State to try to apply some more pressure from the service line. No aces in that first set. Consistent serving got them some solid points. Now Logan King looks to apply that pressure.
King hits it across, controlled back row, Iwan Lefo. They go to the left side. Attack from Delahousie is down. A kill on a cross-court attack. Izzy Mahaffey couldn't get down to the floor in time to dig it out. So Mia Delahousie picks up the kill and puts Riverside ahead 7-3.
Delahousie, her second season now with UC Riverside, made the transfer from Bethune-Cookman in the SWAC conference. Had a great season in 2023. 75 sets played, almost 3 kills per set. He's kept up those numbers here in Riverside.
7-3 Riverside. Miso Nguyen serves. Hammaker attack gets blocked. Second chance. Maxwell dunks it across, but it's dug out by Dean. And now a powerful attack from UC Riverside. It's another kill for the Highlanders, and they're rolling ahead 8-3.
Yeah, this gym's starting to get a little bit more life. Some students have filed in. Some signs are getting thrown up. Every time the Highlanders get a point, energy starting to build on the Riverside side.
McKenna Tong, the 5'6" setter, elevated for the kill that time. Nguyen serves again and hits it out of bounds, too strong. So Long Beach gets a point. They're back within 4. It's 8-4. Riverside still ahead.
Yeah, this is an unfamiliar position for Long Beach State. One of the really trademarks of their game is getting off to hot starts in every single set. Trailing by 4 here early on is unfamiliar territory, what they've been in for the past few weeks.
Sydney Hammaker serves for Long Beach State. Dug out back row by Iwan Lefo. They go to the left side, and it's another kill for Mia Delahousie. It was a tip at the net from Long Beach that just got enough of it for it to go right over the head of Izzy Mahaffey. The libero was lined up to dig it out, but after the tip, couldn't get up in time. It's 9-4 Riverside as their attack looks good here in set 2.
Yeah, the libero switching to something we've seen more often in this game. Izzy Mahaffey and Jelinek splitting time. Jelinek on the floor now.
Pass from Kotsakov. Maxwell sets over to Elisa Gee. It's blocked, but Maxwell keeps it up in the air. Second chance, Agee, left side attack, rolls it down onto the line. Elisa Gee with a kill. A nice shot there. Hugged the left side on the left side attack and found the back line. Elisa Gee, the senior, with a kill, and Long Beach is within 4.
Yeah, Elisa Gee just goes for the roll shot that time. Anna Jelinek brought into immediate action, had to bump set it. Inch perfect, though. Elisa Gee with plenty of airtime underneath the ball isn't going to make a mistake twice. Agee having herself a good game so far through 2 sets.
Tatum Hoff subs in to serve. It's a pass from the back row for Riverside. They go quick to the middle, and it's a kill for Layla Hooks. Long Beach was not prepared for that set to go to the middle. Logan King got a piece of it with her left arm, but couldn't control the attack. Layla Hooks with a kill, and Riverside is ahead 10-5.
UC Riverside, a very unpolished offense, Bruce, but it makes it hard to read if they don't know where they're going. Long Beach certainly doesn't either. UC Riverside able to confuse and confound Long Beach here in set number 2 so far, up 10-5.
Hooks serves, already with an ace tonight. Kotsakov overpass, and it's dunked right down by the middle blocker, Izzy Jeffrey. The sophomore from Carson, California, cleans up the overpass from Annabelle Kotsakov. Kotsakov, the Boise State transfer for Long Beach, only in the game for serve receive, but could not control that one. Layla Hooks already with an ace tonight, had 4 aces on Saturday against Fullerton. Jelinek passes this one. They run the slide play. Sheffy powers it down for Long Beach, moving along the right side of the net. The middle blocker, Sheffy, has a kill, so it's 11-6 Riverside.
Rhiann Sheffy that time running from left to right. Haven't seen the slide play since set 1 either. They can get Rhiann Sheffy going. There were no blockers up at the net that time for Riverside.
11-6 Riverside. Maddie Maxwell serving for the Beach. She floats this one over. Nguyen can't control it, and Maddie Maxwell has an ace. Went right off of Nguyen's wrists and into the crowd. An awkward serve reception that time from the sophomore libero for UC Riverside. Maddie Maxwell, with her 15th service ace of the year, was already in the top 15 in the Big West. Maxwell serves again. This time it's a touch from Delahousie. They set back to Delahousie. Back row attack dug out by Maxwell. Mahaffey bump set over to the right side for King. A tip from Riverside, and they can't keep it up in the air. Tong went down to the ground to try and pass it, but rolls off her arms and into the ground. So it's a kill for Logan King, and Long Beach is within 3.
Logan King, her 7th kill quietly still, Bruce. She's sniffing down another double-digit kill performance. Sometimes she just makes it look too easy.
King with double-digit kills in all but 3 matches for Long Beach this year. Maxwell serves again. Delahousie controls. They go to the middle for Jeffrey, but it's dug out one hand by Maxwell. Back across the net, UCR on the attack again. A block! UCR still with it up in the air. A roll shot goes out of bounds. After the block from Sheffy, UCR was scrambling to try and find a point, but the attack from Nguyen goes out of bounds. Long Beach, with 3 points in a row, has got the deficit down to 2.
A little bit of a run now. UC Riverside not taking a timeout just yet. Now they have to face down Maddie Maxwell again in service.
Long Beach getting some chance going from their bench, trying to get some energy injected into the building. Back row attack from Delahousie, dug out by Kotsakov. Maxwell right at the net, back set. Logan King tips it over, but it's dug out by Dean. Now a left side attack, this time a block from Long Beach. A joust at the net, King wins it, but UCR keeps it up in the air. They go back to the right side for Iwa Lefo. Maxwell first touch, Mahaffey bump set. King attack, but it's dug out by Nguyen. Tong underneath, sets over to Delahousie, and it's a kill for Mia Delahousie. A barely tip at the net from Long Beach was enough to get it over the outstretched arms of Annabelle Kotsakov in the back row. So long rally turns into a point for UCR.
Going from the back row, Delahousie elevates and just catches the fingertips of the Long Beach State triple block. Riverside cuts out that run, now leads 12-9.
Midway through set 2, Mia Tong serves. Jelinek pass. Maxwell shoves across for Agee. Left side attack. Elise Agee with a big swing puts it off the blockers and out of bounds. Elise Agee went straight to that cut shot again from the left side, but didn't get it through the blockers. Instead, it deflects off the hands of UCR's net defenders and out of bounds. Elise Agee picks up the kill there, her 4th. So it's 12-10 as Agee goes behind the service line now. Dean with a pass. Tong underneath. Sets up for Iwa Lefo. Long Beach barely able to get it across. It was just about a kill, but Maxwell gets it across with one arm, and now a second chance for Iwa Lefo is denied by Sydney Hamaker. A solo block for Long Beach State. Not exactly a powerful attack that time from Iwa Lefo as they were out of system on the UCR side, but it's a solo block and a roof nonetheless for Sydney Hamaker, and the Beach only trail by 1.
Sydney Hamaker just getting big at the net, making things happen.
Elise Agee serves. Dean pass. Tong ranges underneath. Now sets over to Brewer on the left side. It's dug out by Maxwell. Mahaffey bump set. Goes to Logan King. Right side attack. Dug out by Dean as she went to the ground. They go back to Brewer. Big swing, but it's out of bounds. The attack from Brewer sails out. UCR immediately gestures that there was a tip. That's not the ruling on the floor. We'll see. The Highlanders, looks like they are going to challenge that there was a tip at the net from Long Beach State before that ball sailed out of bounds, so we'll head to a review.
Long Beach State had blockers up once again. In the back row, Izzy Mahaffey dove for the ball. Looked like nobody got a piece of it. The swing just too powerful. Just as we saw in set number 1, a potentially pivotal challenge. We're knotted up at 12-12 right now. This one could go either way. A very, very tight call for our officials.
We'll step away momentarily. UCR looking for an overturn on the Long Beach point here on 22 West Radio. After a long review, it's a successful challenge for UC Riverside. They get an overturn as there was barely a tip at the net from the Long Beach defenders. It's now 13-11 UC Riverside as they'll get the serve. Sophia Iwilefo back behind the line to take it. Riverside ahead by 2 here in set 2. Long Beach ahead 1-0. Iwilefo serves for Riverside. Jelinek controls. Maxwell underneath, right in the middle, sets up Sheffy. It's blocked, but King keeps it up in the air. Second chance. They go to Hammaker, left side attack. Tip, and it'll land on the UCR side. Sydney Hammaker attacking from just in front of the 10-foot line. Got just enough of it to put it off the UCR blockers and into the ground. Long Beach cuts the deficit back down to 1.
Not the easiest shot, but it's clear that Long Beach State, when attacking on the left side, is going to go right at Brewer. Stands just 5'8", has to elevate to cause any kind of pressure. Long Beach State will look to take advantage of the height advantage. Still trailing by 1 here, though, 12-13.
Anna Jelinek serves, 4th on the team in digs as a true freshman. Tong sets over to Brewer on the right side, tips it over. Jelinek digs it out. Maxwell back set. Logan King gets blocked, but it's still up in the air. Now King takes the second touch. Hammaker pushes it over and down. Used both hands as she was fallen out of bounds and managed to get it through the double block of UCR. Perfect placement there for Sydney Hammaker into the middle of the floor. She's got back-to-back points with kills.
Logan King could have easily gone up and gone for the kill herself. A smart, savvy play from the redshirt freshman to switch the point of attack. Goes cross-court. Not an easy set, but puts it right on the net for Sydney Hammaker to make something happen.
Assist for Logan King that time as she continues to contribute to the stat sheet. Anna Jelinek serves again. Set goes to the left side for Delahousie, but a tip, and it's dug out by Jelinek. Maxwell sets up Hammaker, left side, try to wipe off the block, but UCR keeps it up in the air. Go back to Delahousie, tip from Long Beach. Still up into the net, and they cannot get it back up in the air. Maxwell had a tip, then Agee went to the ground on her pass that went on a line right into the net, hits the ground, and UCR moves back ahead 14-13.
Yeah, Maddie Maxwell, she leads this team in digs as the setter. Went for another one there off the tip, but it threw off Elise Agee, who was right behind her. See some communication after that point. Agee saying, don't worry, I got it next time.
14-13, and now a service error for UC Riverside. Too strong that time back behind the back line for Long Beach. And we're all tied at 14. Long Beach with a chance to move ahead for the first time in a while here in set 2.
UC Riverside will clean up a wet spot on their side of the floor, do their best to ice Logan King, but for the first time in a very long time, Long Beach has the second set tied up, looking for a late change of momentum, hoping to turn the tide and go up 2-0.
Logan King has won the Big West Freshman of the Week award 3 times already on this young season, coming off her first selection as the Big West Offensive Player of the Week. Had 21 kills on Saturday against Cal Poly as Long Beach won that match in 4 sets. Here goes King on the serve. It's dug out by Delahousie. They go right back to Delahousie, and she puts it off the blockers and out of bounds. Big swing from Mia Delahousie, the junior transfer from Bethune-Cookman, has another kill. She's been the point man for the attack for the Highlanders tonight.
Yeah, she leads all Highlanders. That's her 6th kill now. She just seems to find a way to get around or above or off the block every single time the ball comes her way.
15-14, Highlanders. Newen serves. Jelinek pass in the back row. Maxwell, they run the slide play. Thomas powers it off the blockers, but one hand, Tong keeps it up in the air, but it crossed the net on the wrong side of that left pin. So Tong cannot keep that ball in play, and it's a kill for Nico Thomas on the slide play.
Tong's been doing it all tonight. 2 kills, 9 assists, 3 digs. Been all over the court that time. Tried another one-hander, just couldn't keep it in.
Sydney Hammaker serves here for the Beach, puts it off the tape, but Dean controls it on the ground. Delahousie, power angle, down and on the floor on Long Beach's side. It's another kill for Mia Delahousie. She's up to 7, ties Logan King for the match high for both sides. Delahousie puts Riverside back ahead 16-15.
Delahousie is balling out. You see it on her face. She is locked in too.
Delahousie serves again. Hammaker with a good pass. Maxwell underneath, goes across to the left side. Elise Gee cut shot dug out by Newen. Delahousie bumps it over towards the left side. A joust, and Maddie Maxwell hit it out of bounds. Oh, but an immediate overrule. Long Beach wins the point. Maxwell with a big swing there on the overpass from UCR. Hit it off of the UCR blocker and out of bounds. So Maxwell picks up a kill there right at the net, and Long Beach has tied it again at 16.
Yeah, back and forth we go here. Long Beach has been in plenty of tough sets. 2 of their last 6 sets have gone into extras. Now Tatum Hoff will sub in to serve.
Hoff looking for her first ace tonight to extend that ace streak to 5 matches. She puts it over. Delahousie with a pass. Left side attack, a tip, but Hoff keeps it up in the air. Maxwell back set. Logan King attacking from the back row. She's got a kill. Powered it right off of Sophia Iwalefo and into the ground. Logan King with a big vertical jump there coming from behind the 10-foot line. She's got the kill, and Long Beach has powered their way into a 17-16 lead.
Just when you think you can forget about Logan King, she pops up. Right place, right time, and it all starts with a good pass from the back row. Maddie Maxwell, so deceptive up there at the net, switches her shoulders from one point of attack to the other, and nobody is up to block Logan King. Long Beach takes a 17-16 lead into the timeout.
Long Beach back in the lead as Logan King is back in the match lead. 8 kills for Logan King. She sends UCR into a timeout. We'll step away here on 22 West Radio. UC Riverside calls timeout midway through set 2. After Long Beach won the first point of this second set, Riverside tied it at 1-1 and then held the lead all the way until now. Long Beach battles back and now moves ahead 17-16 with the third lead change of this second set. 6 tie scores so far as it's been back and forth. 17-16 Long Beach. Tatum Hoff serves. Dean with a pass. Tong sets to the middle, but the attack is out of bounds. Layla Hooks tried to find the left side line, but just hit it too strong. Tatum Hoff will serve again with the Beach ahead by 2.
Layla Hooks had open court in front of her, just could not pick out the back corner. This all goes in favor of Long Beach State, though. Tatum Hoff notoriously good behind the service line.
18-16 Long Beach. Dean controls. Tong goes back over to the left side, and it's a kill for Sophia Iwalefo. UCR with a big point there as Iwalefo put it off the blockers and out of bounds.
Iwalefo having a quiet night, only her 3rd kill. Like we said, she leads this team so far in kills and kills per set. She's all over the attack. It's been UC Riverside forced to find different outlets to attack so far tonight.
Iwalefo with 2 kills so far tonight, 180 on the season. Overpass from Sydney Hamaker here on the serve, and for the second time in the match, it's Izzy Jeffrey, the middle blocker, who puts it right back down on the Long Beach side. Sydney Hamaker with a mistake there on the serve receive, and now she'll sub out. Annabelle Kotsakov comes back in to try and control the service from UC Riverside. We're all tied at 18.
Yeah, surprised Hamaker was in for that serve. It's been a consistent substitution now. Her and Kotsakov swapping places.
Mackenzie Betta serves Jelinek with a pass this time. Maxwell goes to Sheffy, slide play. She tips it across with the left hand, but UCR digs it out. Back row attack is going to be a kill for Mia Delahousie. Had a tip from Long Beach right at the net, and then it deflected down into the ground. 3 consecutive points for UC Riverside will send Natalie Regan to call a timeout. I believe that's what it was. The scoreboard still hasn't been updated. Did you see a challenge getting pulled out there, or just a regular timeout, JD?
Regular timeout, but they are going to review this last point very briefly. Should be point to UC Riverside. Either way, though, Highlanders have once again snatched momentum here in set number 2. You see Long Beach State in this huddle. It's all player-led. The coaches and Coach Regan having a huddle of their own, just trying to get this energy back in this building. Like we said, such a difficult environment because the crowd simply is not on their side, and there's not too many people in this gym. A foreign environment, I know. There's no excuse for volleyball at this level. But Long Beach State still looking to take control and make this place their home. We thought they had it after set number 1, but if set 2 has shown us anything, it's going to be a long battle ahead.
For Long Beach so far on the conference schedule, they opened in UC Irvine. Everybody who's been to the Anteater Gym knows it's always a big, raucous environment there to open on the road for Long Beach. Then they went back home for 3 straight matches. Over 1,000 fans in the Pyramid for all 3 of those. Over 2,000 for that match against Cal Poly. So a lot of energy to open the conference schedule for Long Beach. Complete opposite side of the coin here for UC Riverside. We're guessing less than 200 people in this building right now. The attendance number has not been officially released, but a significantly smaller gym and smaller total attendance here. Long Beach didn't seem like they quite had their regular energy to open the match, but they've continued to try and find it. It was a dance battle during the last review that Long Beach's bench has become notorious trying to start those up. UC Riverside keeps the point after the review and the Long Beach timeout. It's 19-18 Riverside. Mackenzie Bedus serves again. Kotzikov pass, Maxwell underneath, goes to Agee. Left side, Elise Agee powers it down. A strong shot there from Elise Agee. Put it right into the arms of Mackenzie Bedus as she was more playing defense for her face than for the volleyball point there. We're all tied at 19 on Elise Agee's kill. Agee up to 6 kills in the match. 19 all. Maddie Maxwell serving for the Beach. First touch goes from the middle blocker, Jeffrey. They go to the left side. It's a roof. Logan King and Rianne Sheffy rotate over there for Long Beach State. The left side attack for UC Riverside. Sophia Iwalefo cannot get it through the double block. Long Beach with a big stuff there at the net, and they're up 20-19.
The blocking identity, something Coach Reagan has applied to the all-in, ball-out mentality, showing itself when it matters most. Long Beach takes a 20-19 lead, and now Riverside needs a timeout.
A quick timeout for UC Riverside after Long Beach wins a couple points in a row. A roof that time from Rianne Sheffy alongside Logan King there on the right side of the net. So Long Beach ahead 20-19 here in set 2. So we take a quick break. We'll be right back for the end of the second set here on 22 West Radio.
Diego took set 1.
Coming back from the timeout, UC Riverside wants to talk things over. It's 20-19 Long Beach here in set 2. Maddie Maxwell serves. First touch from Jeffrey in the front row. They go to Delahousie coming from the back row, but it's dug out by King. Maxwell backside, Agee left side, roll shot, and it's down. Nguyen dove in looking for a pancake, but instead Elise Agee has another kill, her 7th of the match as she's had the hot hand here in the second set. It's 21-19 Long Beach.
Really, really smart shot from Elise Agee. Doesn't need to do too much, but puts it right in the campfire. Long Beach State are heating up.
Maddie Maxwell serves again. The setter for Long Beach gets it over. Jeffrey with a pass. Now they go to the left side. A block, but Dean keeps it up in the air. Second chance. Back out to Iwalefo again. Throws a changeup across, but Agee controls it. Now Sheffy has the kill. Maddie Maxwell goes quick to the middle, and Rianne Sheffy turns it down. Sheffy, the middle blocker, with a kill, and Long Beach is ahead 22-19.
Rianne Sheffy, that's her 3rd kill, and it comes at a big time. The Long Beach bench is fired up. They're up by 3, 22-19.
3 straight points for Long Beach State. It's 22-19. Maddie Maxwell serves again. A lob serve this time. Jeffrey controls. They go to the left side. Iwalefo, Mahaffey with a pass, but it's going to go over into the Long Beach bench. It's a kill for Sophia Iwalefo to break the Long Beach run. It's now 22-20.
You see Long Beach once again switch out liberos. They're going to go into a different serve receive. Annabelle Kotzikov has stayed in the game. Serve receive has been troublesome for Long Beach State tonight. They need a good pass and a good set here, looking to close out set 2.
McKenna Tong serving for UC Riverside. She hits it over. Kotzikov pass to Maxwell is a good one. Maxwell sets up Logan King from the middle, but Dean digs it out. Second touch from Iwalefo. Now it's a roll shot from Brewer. Jelinek with a pass. Maxwell to the middle for Sheffy again, but this time it's out of bounds. Rianne Sheffy from the middle blocker spot tried to go for that right side line, but just hit it a little too far. So an attacking error has Riverside back within 1.
And a different look here. Logan King kind of ran an out and around route for that first swing to come through the middle. Long Beach getting a little tricky on the offensive end, trying to confuse the Highlanders, just needing 3 more points.
Tong serves again. Jelinek pass. Kotzikov has to take the second touch. A joust. Elise Agee wins it. Yam time for Elise Agee. The senior has done such a good job in those spots so far this year. She elevates right at the net with strength. It was Agee against a double block for UCR, but Agee pushes it through and to the feet of the UCR blockers. 23-21. Now the score as Agee heads behind the line. Beach 2 points away from a set 2 victory. Agee lobs it across. UCR trying to control it, and they have to free ball it across. Agee with a pass. Mahaffey to Hammaker, and Hammaker has the kill. A big swing, puts it right off the UCR blockers and into the left antenna. Sydney Hammaker with a kill, and now it's set point in set 2, 24-21, Long Beach ahead.
Elisa Gee is going to head behind the line, and she's the woman you want in a situation like this. Ties the team lead with 8 kills, now looking for an ace.
Elisa Gee serves it over. Dean with a pass. Tong underneath. Sets over to the left side. Brewer gets a kill.
Oof.
Long Beach caught a piece of the net as they went up. It looked like a block, but the whistle blows, and it's a net violation against Long Beach State. Brewer keeps the second set alive. Still set point for Long Beach, 24-22. Sophia Iwalefo serves here. Set point for Long Beach State. Jelinek pass. Maxwell underneath. Back set. Goes to Logan King. Tips it across. Dean keeps it up in the air. Tong goes over to the left side. A tip of the net. Beach keep it up. Agee passes. Maxwell goes back to King. Tip. Lands inbounds.
Ooh.
Logan King with a big swing there on Long Beach after the block. Elected to let it land, but it just catches that white line on the right side of the floor. A bad choice there from Long Beach as they all stepped away from it. Riverside with another roof. It's 24-23. Remains set point for Long Beach State. One more point, they're looking for it. Hammaker pass. Maxwell goes right back to Sydney Hammaker. Elevates, puts it down, and right onto the back line. Sydney Hammaker picks up the kill, and that puts an end to set number 2. Long Beach State wins it 25-23.
And Sydney Hammaker gets the last 2 points of set 2. Tightly contested throughout. Long Beach didn't get the lead until more than halfway through this one. Another slow start for Long Beach State, but they're able to turn it up when it matters. Now up 2-0. Somehow, some way, Bruce, Long Beach State keeps finding a way through tonight.
Logan King and Elisa Gee leading the way with 8 kills apiece. Sydney Hammaker has 6. So these two teams will switch benches once again. Long Beach ahead 2-0 here in Riverside. So we'll take a quick break here on 22 West Radio. Set 3 about to get underway. Long Beach State hit the road to play UC Riverside. Bruce Kuntz, JayDe Beaudry here in the UCR Student Recreation Center to bring it to you. It's the Beach ahead, 2-0, and looking to close this match out in a sweep of UC Riverside. Can give you an update from Davis, where Long Beach is tied for first place in the Big West. They're at 4-0. UC Davis is also at 4-0. It's Davis taking on UC San Diego up north tonight. That's a back and forth match nearing the end of set number 2, but it's UC San Diego ahead, 1-0. Long Beach would love to get some help from the Tritons and potentially move into first place by themselves tonight if they can wrap this up and UC Davis loses.
It's been an incredible game between San Diego and UC Davis. Some long rallies here in set 2. San Diego up 24-23, trying to close it out. And they're going to win set 2, Bruce. Davis is down 2-0.
How about that? Long Beach State was hoping they could get some assistance from the Tritons, and it's UC San Diego up 2-0 against the undefeated Aggies. So Long Beach ahead 2-0 here in Riverside. If they can win this third set, close out the match against the Highlanders, and then Davis doesn't make a reverse sweep comeback, it'll be the Beach in first place by themselves tonight. Long way to go for that, though. Long Beach needs to finish off this match against UC Riverside. It's the Highlanders serving to begin set 3. McKenna Tong back behind the line. Left-handed swinger puts it over, and it'll be an ace. Annabelle Kotzikov in the back row deflects right off of her right forearm and into the Beach bench. So it's an ace for Tong to start set 3.
Not a great start, and she goes right at Annabelle Kotzikov, who was brought in throughout this game as a serving substitute to help shore up that serve receive.
Tong serves again. Kotzikov better pass this time. Maxwell right at the net, sets over for Agee, gets blocked. The net is moving. No whistle blows as Agee attacks again. Somebody caught it. Point still going. Logan King with a pass. Maxwell goes to the middle for Sheffy, and the ball hits the ground. We'll see if UC Riverside wants to pull out the challenge card now, as the net was definitely moving midway through that rally. It's Long Beach who picks up the kill, and there will not be a challenge issued, which leads me to believe that Coach Brandon Higa thinks it was his side that caught the net. So kill for Long Beach State makes it 1-1 in set 3.
Yeah, long rally here, and Long Beach still struggles to start sets hot, looking to get out to a quick start here in set 3.
And Lisa Gee serves, Dean pass, Tong underneath, sets over to the left side for Brewer, and it's roofed. Rhiann Sheffy and Logan King pull off a double block, put it right back down into the ground. Andrea Brewer cannot get the attack through the Long Beach net. It's 2-1 Beach.
That's a big time block, and it's Rhiann Sheffy rotating over. Her and Logan King have been causing problems all night long. Beach block doing some wonders tonight. 14 block assists for the Beach.
And Lisa Gee serves. This time in the back row, it's a pass from Iwa Lefo. They go back to her right side attack. And Lisa Gee with a nice dig in the back row. One-handed set from Maxwell, though, and nobody can get there in time. Maxwell just barely caught a piece of that as she was moving towards the net. Ball didn't get very high in the air, so Sheffy had no chance to go up for the attack. It's 2-2 now in set 3. Serving is Iwan Lefo. Hammaker passes. Maxwell back set over to Sheffy, who dunks it right down. Sheffy from the middle blocker spot hugs that left side of the floor and just found the white line. An open palm attack that time from Sheffy, and she's got the kill, and the Beach are ahead 3-2.
Rhiann Sheffy, another solid performance tonight so far, up to 5 kills against San Luis Obispo. She had 5 as well. Back-to-back solid performances from Rhiann Sheffy.
4 block assists for Sheffy as well. Tong back set goes to Brewer, and she wipes off the block. Andrea Brewer with a nice play there. It was Nico Thomas and Sydney Hammaker right at the net, and the set was a little close to the net. Brewer takes advantage, wipes off the block, and we're all tied at 3.
The more we watch Andrea Brewer, the more we realize she is so hard to read. She revved up for a big swing that time and instead decides to wipe off the block with a delicate touch.
Jessica Dean serves for UCR. 3-all. And Lisa Gee with a high pass from the back row. Maxwell back set. Logan King powers it right down onto the 10-foot line. Logan King, when everything is perfectly in system, is nearly unstoppable when you don't have a blocker right there at the net. That time Maxwell with a good back set, deceptive, gets Logan King a free swing, and she takes advantage. It's 4-3 Beach.
I think they need to check the middle of the floor, Bruce, for an impact crater. Now Logan King is back to serve.
King hits it over with some speed this time. A bad serve receive from Delahousie. They keep it in play, though. A dig from Mahaffey. Maxwell shoves across. Hammaker, an attack, and that'll go for a kill. McKenna Tong used her hands right in front of her face to keep that one up in the air momentarily, but then it hits the ground underneath the net. Sydney Hammaker with a big swing and a kill, Beach ahead 5-3.
Another big kill for Sydney Hammaker, closing down on another double-digit kill performance. She's up to 7 now and having a much better hitting night, hitting 400 even now on the night.
King serves an overpass. Nico Thomas powers it right down in the middle. That time it was Mia Delahousie who couldn't control the serve. It floated right back across the net, and Nico Thomas with a big swing puts it right into the floor. Long Beach ahead 6-3 as they've won 3 straight points.
Nico Thomas has done all of her work tonight in blocking, but don't count her out attacking-wise as well. She's pulled out a few different shots we haven't seen in a while tonight. That time, it's not going to get any easier. An overpass, she elevates in the right spot inside the 10-foot line. Eyes above the net, shoulder above the net, and she gets it straight down. Long Beach opening up a 6-3 lead. This is more like the Long Beach we've come to know in recent weeks.
4 kills, 4 block assists for Nico Thomas. Dean with a pass into the net, and UCR cannot get it across. That'll be an ace for Logan King. Jessica Dean had to dive to the ground as she tried to keep it up, but her pass goes into the net and then hits the ground. Logan King with an ace, and the Beach have won 4 straight points.
Logan King just puts it in a difficult spot. Now Riverside has stacked the left side of the floor before the next serve, and they don't like what they see. Riverside needs a timeout now.
4 straight points for Long Beach. Logan King picks up her first ace of the night. For Long Beach, only 2 aces as a team so far, but it hasn't stopped them from going up 2-0 and leading 7-3 to begin the 3rd set. UCR calls timeout here on 22 West Radio. Midway through set 3, it's 7-3 Long Beach State. UC Riverside calls timeout and looks to get back on track before this one gets out of hand. It's the Beach looking for one more set victory to secure a sweep here on the road. The Beach have won 8 consecutive matches, including their first 4 conference games. They're 4-0 in conference play. The Beach in a 2-way tie at the top of the Big West. Looking to move to 5-0 in conference play. Logan King serves again. Brewer with a pass. Tong goes over to the left side for Delahousie. A tip at the net. Beach keep it up. Maxwell sets to the middle. Nico Thomas, big swing, but it's dug out in the back row by Uafalo. Now an attack from Brewer, and she's got the kill. Falling out of bounds, Andrea Brewer put it from down below the net up into the Long Beach blockers and into the ground, but Natalie Regan will walk over and be challenging the play.
She thinks that's in, Bruce.
It was a block over on the right side of the floor. Sydney Hammaker and Nico Thomas both over there. Off the tip, the ball went into the ground and was ruled out of bounds by the judge on the official that was looking right down at it. But Long Beach will challenge here, looking to extend their point streak to 5.
Yeah, really awkward there from Nico Thomas. She had the right angle on Brewer and looked over to the bench almost immediately after that ball hit the floor, thinking maybe the call might have been wrong. Long Beach still holding on to a 3-point lead here, but we've seen pretty pivotal challenges now in all 3 sets. Long Beach has come out on top more times than not tonight. They're the better team on paper. We were saying this during the break, Bruce, that this has not been their best performance from start to finish, but still they're finding a way to pull out the big plays and capitalize on the big moments.
Really what matters is being able to get to victory no matter how you play. And one of the distinctions that can make a team good is the ability to pull out a win even when you don't have your best stuff. There's no season in any sport where you can expect to be at your absolute best throughout an entire season. And for Long Beach, this may be one of those nights. They haven't been operating with their peak efficiency. They are hitting .321 on the night. That's continued to improve as the match has gone on. Hitting .625 to begin this 3rd set has been a big help to that. But only 2 aces for Long Beach State. Haven't been all the way in rhythm on their attack throughout this full match. But they've still managed to be ahead 2-0 and leading here in set 3. Challenge ongoing here in the third set. Long Beach looking for an overturn.
One thing that has allowed Long Beach State to be so competitive in this game has been their blocking. They have 16 blocks. They're out-blocking UCR 16-10. We came in saying that serve, receive, and Long Beach's blocking among two of the best statistics they have in the entire Big West would be crucial tonight. And it's the block that's really been coming up big time for them when they haven't been able to get their offense in rhythm and things have just looked awkward. It's been the block that has saved them more times than not. Just being able to elevate at the net. They have the height advantage, the size advantage, the skill advantage over UC Riverside. And it looks like they might also have the dance battle advantage during this timeout.
16 block assists for Long Beach State, 8 total team blocks, 10 block assists for Riverside, 5 total team blocks for them. No solo blocks for either side so far tonight. Long Beach getting another dance battle attempted to start.
Now we saw this in the second set, Bruce, and UC Riverside looked across the court with glossy eyes. They did not want to engage. Now it seems like they have changed their attitude as both teams start to go back and forth.
It's a successful challenge for Long Beach State. That'll sour the mood over on the UC Riverside bench as Long Beach gets an overturn of the call. It's a roof over there for the Beach blockers. Now 8-3 Long Beach State in the third set.
Opens up a 5-point lead, the largest lead Long Beach State has had in quite some time after a very tightly contested second set.
Logan King serves again. Back row pass for UCR. They go to the left side for Delahousie, but she hits it out of bounds. Mia Delahousie too strong on the attack there. Couldn't find the back line. Long Beach lets it go, and they've now won 6 consecutive points.
Delahousie has been set now 21 times, has 8 kills to show for it on the night.
King serves again. Beach ahead 9-3. Controlled by Uelefo. Right side attack from Brewer. Pancake from King. Now a left side attack from Hammaker. A tip from UCR. Still up in the air. Maxwell shoves it over. Ball over towards the UCR bench. Left side attack. That'll stay for a kill for UCR. Delahousie rolled that over into the Long Beach blockers and it landed at their feet. Thought at first it might have been a block, but it just snuck over onto the other side of the net. UCR was ready to challenge that play regardless if Long Beach got the point because they thought there was a kill earlier in the point when Logan King had a pancake. Either way, the Highlanders win that long rally. 9-4 Long Beach. Jelinek pass. Maxwell back set to Nico Thomas for the slide play, but UCR digs it out. And now they've got a kill. They go to the middle, Layla Hooks, and UCR has won back-to-back points.
Layla Hooks has come through the middle quite a few times tonight, but hasn't been the most efficient. That only her second kill now through 3 sets.
9-5 Long Beach State. Misu Nguyen serving. Tosses it up, hits it over, a Gee pass, Maxwell back set. They go to the slide play again. High swing from Thomas, but it's blocked. Maxwell left side this time. It's Sydney Hammaker who powers it down, hugged to the left side of the floor on that attack, and UCR could not rotate over in time. The Beach go from a right side slide play for Nico Thomas. After it gets blocked, they go straight back to the left side, and Hammaker converts for a kill.
Great work from Maddie Maxwell as well, now up to 26 assists on the night.
10-5 Beach. Hammaker with a booming serve. Overpass. Lisa Gee, big swing, but UCR keeps it up in the air. Nguyen with a pass. Now a roll shot from Delahousie, dug out by King. Maxwell shoves it across for a Gee, and she powers it off the blockers and out of bounds. Elisa Gee picks up the kill, her 9th of the match, and the Beach are ahead 11-5.
Yeah, Elisa Gee hasn't found the floor too much tonight. She seems to find the hands of the blockers almost every time and still make them pay. Long Beach a 6-point lead now, up 11-5.
Two-way tie for the kills lead for Long Beach. Logan King and Lisa Gee each with 9. Hammaker serves another overpass, and Nico Thomas takes care of it. Second time Nico Thomas has converted on an overpass from UCR. Nico Thomas with her 5th kill of the night, and the Beach are rolling ahead 12-5.
And some emphatic high fives after that play from Nico Thomas. Nico Thomas, the oldest member of this Long Beach State team. The motivator at times as well. Riverside needs a timeout. Long Beach will take this moment to take a breather, talk things over, but right now they are rolling, Bruce, here in set 3.
Beach ahead by 7 as the Highlanders call timeout. The Beach 13 points away from a sweep here on the road as we take a quick break here on 22 West Radio. UC Riverside's timeout breaks. It's 12-5. Long Beach State ahead here in the third set. Looking good here for the Beach. Sydney Hamaker serves. It's an attack and a free ball, actually, from ULFO in the middle. Maxwell shoves across for Elisa Gee. Cross-court attack from the left side. Elisa Gee goes straight to the back right corner and finds the floor. It's another kill for Gee as she's now into the double digits with 10, 13-5 Long Beach.
Elisa Gee looking like the gunslinger that time. Goes cross-court straight down. Long Beach continue to roll.
Hamaker high toss, serves again. Overpass actually stays on the UCR side, but it's a roof. Maddie Maxwell and Nico Thomas, a double block at the net. Looked like it was Maxwell that caught the strong part of that block. The attack from Layla Hooks gets sent right back by Maxwell, and the Beach are ahead by 9.
Yeah, like you said, Bruce, looked like an overpass, was set way too close to the net. Nico Thomas gets the denial.
Hamaker serves again. This time it's controlled. They go to the left side for Delahousie. It's blocked but kept up in the air. Delahousie's second chance, falling away, and she finds the floor. What a shot from the junior outside hitter, Mia Delahousie. She was falling out of bounds, took the fadeaway shot, got it through a double block, and found the back line. A great kill that time from the junior for the Highlanders.
Yeah, and it was because of a miscommunication that happened in the back row. Sydney Hamaker and Logan King went to cover opposite corners, which means the middle of the court was wide open. Delahousie spots it and puts it right down.
14-6, Long Beach ahead. Delahousie serves, a Gee pass. Maxwell goes right back to a Gee. Used the left hand to wipe off the block. Savvy move from Elisa Gee as she recognized the blocker going up and just put it right off with the shooter's touch. Elisa Gee with her 11th kill, and the Beach are ahead by 9.
Yeah, like we said, hasn't found the floor too much tonight, but always seems to find the kill. Long Beach opening up their largest lead of the night now, 9 points, and Tatum Hoff is back in to serve.
Elisa Gee making her return to the floor this year after a medical redshirt last year. It was a long journey back onto the floor, but she has made her impact known on this young season. Tatum Hoff serves, Delahousie pass. It's a right side attack from ULFO. Blocked at the net, but still up in the air on the Long Beach side. Maxwell dunks across, second touch, but Nguyen digs it out. Another attack goes off the antenna from ULFO, and that's a point for the Beach. They're ahead by 10 now. Largest lead of the night for Long Beach State. They're ahead 16-6.
Yeah, ULFO once again got the set, falling away. Couldn't make too much happen with 2 blockers in her face. Long Beach up by 10. Tatum Hoff still looking for that first ace.
McKenna Tong has been out of rhythm as the setter for UCR, but now Tatum Hoff serves it into the net. So service error for the Beach makes it 16-7.
Rare error from Tatum Hoff. She's been so good behind the service line, possibly getting in her own head now as, like we said, she's chasing down another ace, trying to keep her streak alive. Goes a bit off the side of her hand. Riverside able to cut the lead back to 9. And
for Long Beach as a team, only their second service error of the night. And a Jelinek pass. Maxwell goes to a Gee. Left side attack, powered down onto the back line. And Lisa Gee with a stronger swing that time. Didn't need to wipe off any blockers as nobody was there. Elisa Gee with another good read at the net, and she's got kill number 12.
Elisa Gee had a slow start to this game, but has absolutely come alive here in set 3. She seems to be the #1 option now for Maddie Maxwell, and why not? She doesn't miss.
Maxwell serves here, floats it over. ULFO controls. They go to the middle this time for Jeffrey, but it's dug out by Maxwell. Bump set from Mahaffey. Logan King jumps up, but it's dug out by Nguyen. Second touch, a bump set from Tong. Back row attack from Delahousie, dug out by Mahaffey. Maxwell underneath. Back set, Logan King. Big swing, but it's roofed by UCR. Sophia ULFO sliding along the net onto the left side. Denies the attack of Logan King. A solo block for UCR. A big play there. And the Riverside is back within single digits. It's a 9-point lead.
Riverside just continues to hang tough, and it's not too often we see Logan King get blocked. Great set, just better defense from the Highlanders.
McKenna Tong serves here. Float into the net. It's a high floating serve, but it can't squeeze its way across. 18-8 the score. Long Beach ahead and 7 points away from wrapping up the match.
Yeah, now some offensive substitutions once again come onto the floor. Annabelle Kotsakov, whose purely defensive duties have been fulfilled for now, makes room once again for Sydney Hamaker.
Lisa Gee serves this time. Touch from Dean. Tong goes to the middle, but out of system. Jeffrey barely gets it across. Mahaffey bump set. Logan King elevates a tip, and it's dug out by Tong. Dean now sets up a right side attack for ULFO. A block still on the UCR side, and then the middle blocker, Izzy Jeffrey, rolled it across the tape and down onto the ground. Logan King came up empty as she tried to pass that ball up in the air at the last second. So it's a kill for Izzy Jeffrey. 18-9 the score. ULFO serves. Agee pass, Maxwell right at the net, sets up Logan King, who tips it across, but Dean digs it out. Now Tong back set to the right side attack for Brewer, dug out by Agee. Maxwell goes to the middle for Sheffy, blocked. Agee keeps it up in the air. Maxwell back set, Sheffy used the left hand on a slide play that time. They get it back across. Now it's a joust and still up in the air on the UCR side. Attack from Delahousie, double block, tipped up in the air. Maxwell first touch. Jelinek underneath, a bump set, right side attack. Logan King powers it down. A long rally, and Long Beach powers through and finds the kill. They're back ahead by 10 as the Beach continue to persevere through this third set.
And that's something we have not seen in this game to this point, is Long Beach staying in system on a long rally, always looking calm, always looking composed, and finding Logan King. Excellent work from the Long Beach defense. Now they're up 10 and rolling.
That one looked more like the clean volleyball we've seen so far in the Big West schedule. UCR on the attack. It's Brewer on the right side. Gets blocked by Hammaker. Still up in the air. Back row attack from Ualefo. Dug out by Maxwell. Jelinek bump set. Goes to Hammaker on the left side. Big swing, but it's dug out by Ualefo. Now left side attack from Delahousie. Got it through the block, but it's dug out by Agee. Maxwell shoves across. Hammaker has the... Oh, it's dug out by Dean. Thought it was a kill, but it's still alive. Maxwell goes to King, and that time it's a kill. The ball deflects right over our heads as Logan King powers it off of Ualefo and out of bounds. Long Beach dominant through this third set. They've put their lead to 11.
And what a rally once again. Thought it was a kill, Bruce, when it came down from Hammaker through a double block. Dean had to make an incredible diving one-handed dig, but still, Long Beach keep their composure, stay in system, and are able to find another point.
Jelinek serves here, dug out Ualefo. A bump set from Tong. Delahousie left side attack. She's got a kill. Got it through the double block that time of Logan King alongside Pola Bunarovska, who's subbed in for the first time in the match for Long Beach. 20-10 Beach still ahead as Jessica Dean will serve.
And Delahousie now with 9 kills. That ties her high that she set against Hawaii, her highest total of Big West Conference play so far.
Jessica Dean serves for UCR. Agee pass, Maxwell sets over to Pola Bunarovska, who puts it right down. The Syracuse transfer and sophomore middle blocker has her first kill right after she comes off the bench.
Pola Bunarovska has gotten some minutes in big leads and big sets, has always made the most of them. Had some solo blocks last week, now gets immediate action with a kill, puts Long Beach State up 21-10.
Logan King to serve now. She's got 11 kills in the match. Another wet spot getting wiped up on the UC Riverside side of the floor. 21-10, Long Beach ahead by 11 and making their way towards a sweep. Logan King serves here, controlled in the back row by Ualefo. Tong goes across for Brewer, but it's dug out by Mahaffey. Maxwell underneath, sets up King. Back row attack, dug out by Ualefo. Tong sets over to the right side. Brewer again through a double block. King, one-arm dig. Maxwell bump set, goes to the left side, a joust, and Sydney Hammaker waiting for the ruling. Sydney Hammaker broke the plane. Long Beach giving a waggle. It's Bunarovska immediately asking Natalie Regan to challenge it. Pola Bunarovska did not think that Hammaker broke the plane that time, but that's the ruling on the floor. It was a joust up at the net. Point goes to UCR, and it looks like they'll let the point stand. Long Beach electing to keep this one moving.
Yeah, best thing to do here is just to keep the momentum on Long Beach's side. They're already up by 10, only need 4 more points. No need to slow the game down, just trust the players, the 6 on the floor.
21-11, Beach ahead. Miso Nguyen serving for UCR. Agee with a pass. Maxwell underneath. Sets to the middle for Bunarovska, but it's dug out in the back row by UCR. Left side attack this time from Delahousie. Whistle blows, and the Beach caught a piece of the net as they went up. Now Pola Bunarovska is echoing over again, asking for a challenge. This time Natalie Reagan will oblige.
Somebody definitely caught the net on that exchange.
It was moving.
Pola Bunarovska says, "It was not me." And it looks like Coach Reagan is now happy to oblige. Back-to-back uncharacteristic errors from Long Beach State, and this challenge used 1 to get a point and 2 to just refocus this squad in the huddle, needing just, like we said, Bruce, 4 more points to close out this sweep. And we can bring you another update as well from Davis, California. In that third set, UC Davis now leads UC San Diego 21-14. They need to win this set. They're facing a sweep now from the Tritons, who are in need of 8 points to get back ahead.
For any Long Beach State fans out there, they'll still be mandatory watching as soon as this match is over. It's the Beach and UC Davis tied at the top of the Big West, each of them 4-0 coming into the day today. So if Long Beach can successfully end this third set with a sweep here in Riverside, the Beach will move by themselves into first place at 5-0. Davis down 2-0, looking to make a reverse sweep comeback to try and stay tied for first place. But if the Tritons can close that match out in any of these final 3 potential sets there in Davis, it'll be the Beach in first place alone. So the timeout breaks here. It's an unsuccessful challenge for Long Beach State. The call stands as it was called on the floor. 21-12, the Beach ahead of UC Riverside. Nguyen serves, Agee passes. Maxwell underneath, goes across for Hammaker. Left side attack is out of bounds. Too strong that time as Hammaker thought there would be a blocker in the way, but nobody was home. UC Riverside now trails by 8, 21-13 the score.
Yeah, UC Riverside putting together a little bit of a run here, and it all starts in service. Now the Long Beach bench getting big and loud.
Nguyen serves again. Jelinek passes this time. Maxwell right at the net. A dunk across, but it's dug out by the Highlanders. Back row attack from ULFO, dug out by Long Beach. Roll shot from Hammaker, dug out by Dean. UCR goes back to ULFO from the back row. Agee passes way up in the air. Jelinek with a high pass. Hammaker attack is down. A cut shot from Sydney Hammaker gets across the net and down onto the floor. A nice shot that time from Hammaker on an out-of-system attack. Gets Long Beach 3 points away from a win.
Anna Jelinek was almost in the stand, set that ball off a bump set over Sydney Hammaker's head. A very, very difficult shot, but the freshman makes it look easy.
Hammaker gives a high toss. Her serve boomed out of bounds, though, too strong back behind the service line. It's 22-14. Mia Delahousie will serve for UC Riverside. After this match for Long Beach, they'll be heading up north to play against UC Davis on Saturday. So regardless of what happens up there for the Aggies tonight, that game on Saturday will be a first place decider. The serve that time from Delahousie is too strong out of bounds, so UC Riverside's 7th service error of the night makes it 23-14 Beach.
Yeah, UC Riverside found a lot of success in service, just putting Long Beach under a lot of pressure through the first 2 sets, but in this third set has really come off the rails. Too many service errors. They're trying to do too much, get too crafty, too creative. Now Tatum Hoff is back to serve. Long Beach just need 2 more points to complete the sweep.
Tatum Hoff back in to serve. Looking for her first ace of the night. Won't get it this time. Delahousie with a pass. They go to the middle. A block, and it's a roof for Long Beach State. Rianne Sheffy returns that one to sender. Sheffy with a big block that time, and that makes it match point for Long Beach State, looking to close out a sweep of UC Riverside here in the UCR Student Recreation Center. Tatum Hoff back behind the line. It's match point for Long Beach State as they look to close out a sweep. Pass from Delahousie. The UCR attack. They go to the left side. A block, but Dean keeps it up in the air. Now a joust at the net. Elise Agee wins it, and the Beach have won the match 25-14 in set 3. It's all Long Beach here in Riverside. Wasn't their greatest game here tonight, but they find a way to win it. Another sweep for Long Beach State as they extend their win streak to 9, and they're 5-0 in conference play.
And of course, it had to be Elise Agee who finished it. 13 kills for Elise Agee tonight. She comes alive in set 3, and really Long Beach State, like you said, not their best performance by any stretch of the imagination. Not the Long Beach State team we thought we were going to see tonight, but they find a way to get the job done, turn the tide late in sets 1 and 2, and dominate throughout set number 3. It's another sweep, it's another big win, and possibly a win that takes them to the top of the Big West Conference standings.
Long Beach comes into Riverside to the smallest crowd that they've played in front of since their tournament in Wyoming back in mid-September, and they're able to persevere through the quieter crowd and come away with another sweep, 25-14 in set 3. The set 1 final score was 25-17. Set 2, 25-23. Yeah, we're all over the place. 25-14 is the final score in set 3. Long Beach comes in and sweeps UC Riverside. The Beach now 5-0 in conference play. And as we've been saying, UC Davis taking on UC San Diego up north right now in what could determine Long Beach's fate for being alone in first place as the night ends. It's UC San Diego playing UC Davis. Currently, Long Beach at 5-0, UC Davis at 4-0. If the Tritons can close out that match as it heads to set 4, it's two sets for UC San Diego, 1 set for UC Davis. So all of Long Beach Nation will be rooting for the Tritons to close that out in the 4th or 5th sets and leave Long Beach in first place alone as we move into tomorrow.
Also want to give an update from Long Beach State women's soccer tonight, also on the road, playing the Roadrunners of Cal State Bakersfield. Natalie Arnold has scored her 3rd goal in 3 games. Hadn't scored a goal until 2 weeks ago in a Long Beach State uniform. Scored a brace against UC Riverside, and tonight gets the scoring started for Long Beach State in the 15th minute off an assist from Jordan Candelaria. Long Beach State women's soccer on a 6-match unbeaten streak, looking to keep that up tonight in Bakersfield.
Long Beach sweeps UC Riverside on the road here. Elisa Gee, 13 kills. Logan King, 11 kills. Sydney Hamaker, 9 kills. And another 31 assists for Maddie Maxwell. She already leads the Big West in assists and will further her gap there with another great performance tonight for Maxwell. The Beach win another one. They've won 9 straight matches, and now they'll head up to Davis on Saturday for their biggest challenge yet of the Big West schedule. That'll do it for us here in Riverside. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West sports crew, Kaylee Gallagher here with us as well. I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been Long Beach State Women's Volleyball on 22 West Radio. We'll be back on the air in 1 week as the Beach head back home to host UC San Diego, and they might be in first place alone by that point. Thanks for coming with us on the road tonight.